Alright, so I know most of you, none of you have ever been Kiss fans at all, and which is understandable. Obviously, I used to be a massive Kiss tard, as they are usually called these days. I'm very okay with admitting that. But there's something that has been bothering me to the point that I have to publicly say it, which I never do this kind of crap. Paul Stanley has become the biggest piece of shit in possibly music history. He has gone out for the last 10 years in no shape to perform because of his voice. His voice is the worst you will ever hear on a concert stage. No band, even the shittiest band in the world, wouldn't have the balls to get on stage in front of thousands and thousands of people and do this. It's I'm gonna put some videos below because you're not gonna leave it until you hear it. It's squawking and squeaking and constant voice cracking, and it's fucking awful. It's a little hysterical. And he spent so many years saying, well, we're going to give it up before it gets embarrassing, which is, obviously funny, because that would have been back in 74. But he just he's always said it. We're going to give it up before we become embarrassing, before we lose it, all that kind of stuff. He's a fucking hypocrite. And he's continued to take millions of dollars from his fans because he knows how loyal they are. Kiss fans and the band in general are incredibly delusional. It's incomprehensible, really. So they just formed this whole lump of shit that doesn't connect to anything in the outside world at all. And it has to be done. Something has to be done about it. I'm literally to the point where I'm going to start a petition because I don't know... that's how mad I am about this, honestly. That's how pissed off I am about it. I want to get as many people as possible to tell this guy that he needs to stop and that he's embarrassing. It's funny, I've actually been in a Twitter war with him before, Paul Stanley. You want to talk about fucking embarrassing? He got fat over the years, but he's always had that disgusting hairy chest and everything. So instead of doing sit-ups, he started to trim his stomach hair into a fucking six-pack, and I called him out on it on Twitter, and he lost his shit. He called me, he's Jewish, so his go-to insult is a schmuck. He called me a schmuck, and just trying to insult me, and then I was bombarded by Kiss fans left and right. Leave Paul alone. Leave him alone. Why do you have to be... It's like, seriously, that's how Kiss fans are. A grown man. People will come out of the woodwork. It's some guy they don't even know. There's some guy who shouldn't be affected by anything somebody should say at 65 years old and hundreds of millions of dollars. But he can't give it up. He can't give it up, and it's gotten to the point where it's like he has to be stopped. He is a piece of shit for doing what he's doing. Once again, I'm going to put clips down below so you can see how bad it is. And then after that, I'm probably going to post, if you see a petition that I put up, and it might seem like a joke, but I want the guy to fucking figure out how bad he is. And I feel like it needs to be done. Paul Stanley has to be stopped. Thank you. And if I put the petition out, hopefully you'll sign it. And I think we can all agree when I say, fuck Paul Stanley. Thank you.